All right, guys. So, topic is why strength training trumps cardio for fat loss. One of my favorite things to talk about. So, let's get into it. So, first things first, we're going to talk about how strength training has several advantages over cardio when it comes to fat loss. We're going to unpack some of the reasons why it is beneficial to implement strength training and it is often considered more effective. Also, we're going to look into very important reasons why men over 30 will greatly benefit in the last few slides. So stay for the whole lot, guys, because there's very important information, especially for all of you males. So, increased muscle mass. Now, strength training is going to be helping build and maintain muscle mass. Muscles are metabolically active tissues, meaning that they burn more calories at rest compared to fat. So, by increasing your muscle mass through strength training, you're also going to raise your basal metabolic rate, your BMR. That's going to result in more calories burned throughout the day, even when you're not exercising. So, just basically sitting there doing nothing, your body's going to be burning more calories the more muscle mass that you have. Now, EPOC, excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. So strength training creates a significant metabolic disturbance in the body. After a challenging strength training session, your body requires extra energy to repair damaged muscle fibers and replenish energy stores. So this process is known as EPOC. It can elevate your metabolism for several hours after you've already finished working out. And this is going to lead to an increased calorie burning compared to cardio exercises, which have a smaller EPOC effect. So after you strength train, your body is going to be repairing your muscles, and that is going to be burning more calories for hours after you finish training. Whereas cardio, it's not as taxing on the body, so there's not as much repair to be done, and that means that after you finish cardio, that's basically done as far as calories burnt. Now, muscle retention during calorie deficit. So when you're trying to lose fat, many people create a calorie deficit by reducing their food intake or increasing energy output. But this can also lead to muscle loss along with fat loss, which means that, yes, you may be losing weight, but it's not always going to be the fat weight. So that's why we can't always go off scale weight. We need to just go off measurements, scale weight, photos, and make sure that we're strength training to maintain the muscle mass that we already have. Because this can basically lead to, basically, if you're not strength training, your muscles have no reason to be there. So they're just going to, if you're in a calorie deficit, which means your body is catabolic, that means it's very easy for your body to start using muscle as energy, because you are eating less calories than your body is burning, which means a calorie deficit. So by incorporating strength training into your routine, you can help preserve your existing muscle mass. And this is crucial because maintaining muscle mass while losing fat will help create a leaner and more defined physique. Improved body composition. So strength training not only helps you lose fat, but it will also help you build and tone your muscles. This is going to lead to more desirable body composition, where you have been higher muscle to fat ratio. So even if the number on the scale doesn't change significantly, you may notice that your body looks leaner and more defined. And this is due to body composition. If you're strength training, you will hold the muscle and you may be losing just as much fat as you are potentially building of muscle in the early stages of a calorie deficit. Long-term metabolic benefits. So the effects of strength training on metabolism can extend beyond the workout session. Regular strength training over time can increase your overall muscle mass, which has a lasting impact on your metabolic rate. So this means that even when you're not actively strength training, your body will continue to burn more calories compared to someone with less muscle mass. So more muscle mass, the more calories your body needs to fuel it, and obviously the more calories you're going to burn. When I'm talking about muscle mass, I'm not saying you're going to get big and bulky. If you're someone who doesn't want to get like bodybuilder size, trust me, it is very, very hard to get like that. And just strength training alone is not going to be enough. If you're progressively overloading and your main focus is to build a ton of muscle, it takes a long time. So you need to make sure you're in it for the long haul. But strength training alone is not going to make you big and bulky. It's going to build muscle in the areas that you need it, obviously structured to the training that you're doing. And it's going to help with flexibility. It's going to help with functionality, and it's going to help with burning more calories. So while cardio exercises have their own benefits, such as improved cardiovascular health and endurance, they are generally not as effective as strength training for fat loss. However, a well-rounded fitness routine that includes both strength training and cardiovascular exercises can definitely provide more numerous health benefits and contribute to overall weight management and fitness. So I'm not saying to get rid of cardio. I'm not saying that it doesn't have its place. I'm just saying that as far as fat loss goes, strength training should most definitely be a big role in your routine. Now, enhanced fat oxidation. So strength training definitely will improve your body's ability to oxidize fat, which means burning fat. It's going to activate various metabolic pathways that promote the utilization of stored fat as a fuel source. So as a result of that, strength training can contribute to a greater fat loss compared to cardio alone. Reason being, your body can oxidize the fat in a better way than when it's just doing cardio. Now, this is for the 30 plus. Hormonal changes. As we get older, as men get older, there is a gradual decline in testosterone levels, natural testosterone levels, which can lead to a decrease in muscle mass and an increase in body fat. So strength training can definitely help mitigate these effects by stimulating the production of testosterone, which is essentially for building and maintaining muscle mass. So by engaging in regular strength training, men over 30 can offset age-related decline in testosterone and maintain a healthier body composition. Take all of that on board, because you guys out there, yes, as we get older, we do lose muscle. Reason being, testosterone starts getting lower, and if we can do whatever we can to make sure that we hold testosterone levels as high as possible, you're going to hold on to better muscle. You're going to have more energy. Your stress is going to be lower. Your sleep's going to be better. Your mood's going to be better. Testosterone is one of the biggest hormones that provides an aid for all of those things. Now, muscle loss prevention. The loss of muscle mass and strength, as well as decreasing metabolic rates that occurs with age, becomes more prevalent as individuals enter their 30s and beyond. Strength training is particularly effective at preventing muscle loss and preserving muscle mass, which is essential for maintaining a higher metabolic rate and preventing weight gain, along with promoting better joint health. So this is why people who are the people that we work with, majority are between 30 to 60 years old. This is why we focus and hone in on that specific niche, because it needs to be different to the 21-year-old. The 21-year-old's testosterone is through the roof. Their joints are fine. Their metabolic rate is through the roof because they're doing so many different activities, and it's an age thing. Your body will burn more calories as you're younger. So the people that we are focusing on are the ones that struggle. It's basically once you hit that 30, between 30 and 60, it's a lot different to someone who's between 15 and 30. So we have all the tools and all the knowledge and all the upskill to make sure that you guys in that bracket are getting the most out of it to get the best results possible. So I hope you guys learned something from that, and stay tuned for the next one.